Okay, answers to the word image. Just let me see. Just let me find out. Just give me a second. Let everyone join. Okay, yes. Now I can. So this is the solution to the rebus problem. You can take a screenshot. Okay, now let's move ahead. Okay, now the next game you can play, or whatever you call it. So you have to show some object to your students, and then you have to ask them to come up with as many uses as they can think of. So this is developing their creative thinking. So I'll show you. Okay, the next screen. Are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
So this is, what is it? A rubber band. Apart from the usual that you tie your hair with this, what else can you think about? The uses of a rubber band.
Put around the papers.
Put around your papers. Yes, teachers do it quite often.
Use it as a catapult.
Wristband.
Use it as a catapult.
Wristband, okay.
Use it
A
as
way
a
to
catapult.
teach the expanded method.
Sorry, I could not hear it.
A way to teach the children expanded method.
Oh, yes, yes. As a tool for the learning teaching methodology. Yes, yes.
Use it as a catapult.
Yes, as a catapult, yes. What else?
Use it as a
also make a bookmark.
Bookmark, okay. So see, every
So many
answer is
different
correct. There can't be wrong
colors.
answers when you're
Use
thinking creatively. Every answer is correct. It's how much they stretch their imagination and how much time do you allow them to think. The point is, we do not let them think in the classrooms. We are in a hurry to get the answers. So develop that much of patience that they can think and then use it as a finger grip. Yes. Chain, bracelet. Very nice.
To
Use
show
it as a
patterns.
craft material to decorate things.
Yes. Think beyond the obvious. Don't think logical.
It can show patterns. It can be a conductor of electricity.
Yes. You can use it as a teaching learning tool in the classroom.
It can be used to propel something, like tie it,
Yes,
twist it around.
Yes, somebody's
Catapult, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so this can be a discussion point for you if you are teaching about elasticity or something related to the types of materials. So this can be a starting point for why do you have to even think beyond? This can be a starting point use it to make a rubber ball. Yes, connect all those together or put it on a paper and then you can make a rubber ball out of it. Perfect. Okay, now let's see. What is this? Everybody knows what is it. Apart from the obvious use like writing, what else can you do?
Use it as a hair tie.
Yes, use it as a hair tie. Somebody said paste on paper as a flower-like picture. Yes, that can be used for the
Pencil
rubber
shavings.
band. Yes.
Use
It
it
can
to
be a pencil of the MacBook.
Okay.
It can be a pencil to be used on the MacBook.
Yes.
As
use
a
it to
back
jam a
scratcher.
lock.
Lock. Okay. As a lock. Yes.
Can be used
As
to
a
teach
back
counting.
scratcher.
Ambika ma'am, you can just unmute yourself and say. That's okay.
Flower or something like that.
You're not audible. I don't know. Is it to me or to others also?
Now are we
Ma'am,
audible?
Teaching it.
Now are we audible?
Yes. Now it is better.
We can use the pails of the pencils when we sharpen them and we can make a beautiful craft out of that.
Yes. Yes. You can
Earbud,
use the waste.
fork.
Perfect. That is going
Instead
beyond
of
the obvious.
using
Huh?
instead of using my finger to mute or unmute, I can use this pencil.
Okay, as a pointing device. In the classroom also, you
Yes.
can use it as a pointing device. You can use it as a fighting
Yeah.
device also. Poking, you can use it for poking. So, okay, so my purpose to show these things and these activities is to that it's a very simple thing to do in the classroom, but it would help increase their creativity and critical thinking. You don't have to go and do something beyond it. So now some what if questions. What would happen if you discovered your best friend was a superhero? So you can ask this question to your students. First thing I would do is fight. Why did not she tell me before? Okay, what would you do? I'll ask the little one. What would you do if you discovered your best friend was a superhero?
Ma'am, my daughter is saying find Thanos.
Huh?
My daughter is saying find Thanos. Do you follow the
Find
Avenger
Thanos.
series?
Okay. I thought she would ask to solve the paper or something.
I would like to fly around the city.
Okay. Okay, request her to share her power with me for a day. That is very, very interesting. Okay, next one.
Ma'am, she's also saying take my principal for a holiday.
I hope her principal is not in the group right now. Okay, what would happen if you woke up one morning to discover you had changed into a cartoon character?
Then I will not do any household work.
Okay. So which cartoon character would you like to be?
Doraemon.
Doraemon, exactly my thought. Then everybody will ask you to do everything because you will have gadgets. Then you will have to, there won't be any escape. You'll have to do some work then. Okay, so I'll share the screen. You can take a screenshot. These are some if questions. So these can be starting points in your classroom, sometimes discussions, sometimes just for fun, sometimes for engagement. Use it as you feel like. Somebody said I would be happy to come on screen. I hope you're talking about the movie screen. Okay, so these are some of the pedagogies that you must be hearing quite often: project-based learning, storytelling as a pedagogy, inquiry-based learning, activity, problem, experiential learning. So the purpose of all these pedagogies is to increase the engagement in the classroom, to develop interest in students, to develop communication, to develop collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. It depends on you how you are going to use this in your classroom. You do not have to go beyond your curriculum. I keep telling this time and again, learn to integrate these activities, these pedagogies, these tools within your classroom learning and teaching. So someday we can have different sessions on these different pedagogies, because each pedagogy needs at least one full day. So whenever we conduct offline sessions, it is at least 3 to 4 hours. We need to actually put across what is project-based learning and how to do it in the classroom. It is not just about what is project-based learning. It is how to actually do it in your classrooms for the best benefit of the students. So creative
Ma'am, I
thinking.
have a question.
Yeah, please.
Sorry to disturb you.
No, please.
Ma'am,
Okay.
would you be sharing the links to your webinars in the AI group
So,
only, or
group,
anywhere else?
I asked, I was told that it should be done on the Facebook. So I will be putting in the AIEF Facebook group the link, and right now I'll be sharing right now the YouTube link. Okay, we'll just spare 5
All right.
minutes in the end. I will be sharing I have not yet put it for the public viewing. But I would be doing.
Ma'am, will you be conducting these seminars in future, or you've
Yes,
already
definitely.
done it?
Definitely. No, I would be
Yeah,
conducting.
in future. Okay.
So this one is the 5th one. This is my 5th session, and I would be conducting more.
Alright.
Earlier, I conducted on classroom management. That was 2-part series. So this one is a 3-part
Alright.
series of 21st century skills. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
So as some of you got confused in the very beginning also, whether it is creative thinking or critical thinking. So both are the thinkings, but the difference, sometimes we just cannot even figure out which thinking we are applying. We just cannot compartmentalize our mind. Okay, now right now I'm thinking creatively and right now I'm thinking critically. But these both are very, very important if you want to develop students' thinking, and if you keep in mind their future, because they just cannot be followers. They need to come up with the solutions. See, if somebody thought about this pen, that it can be a device for writing, so he was not bound by logic. The idea came to his mind. So every idea that is developed first comes to your mind, and only then you can make a product out of it. You can do something innovative out of it. So let their creativity flow in the classroom. Be the one who is the change maker in the class, so that they love coming to your classes. So criticality is something that assesses. It understands what is right, what is wrong. Creativity originates. Creativity has no limit. There is nothing wrong in creativity. You can just open up your mind and be free to think whatever you want to. So both are achievements of thought. So you just cannot divide. There cannot be a divide as such when you are thinking. So this is a beautiful slide. You can take a screenshot. Even if you miss everything, just look at the last one. Critical thinking, yes, but. Creative thinking is more inclusive. It says yes, and your answer is correct, your answer is correct, your solution is correct, your solution is correct. What critical thinking says, okay, this is correct, but can we do better? Can we keep into account other things and then come to a solution? That is what critical thinking does. And creative thinking says, okay, this is true. This is also true. So I would request everybody to please mute all the Okay. So you can take a screenshot and understand what is critical thinking and creative thinking. And you cannot develop critical thinking and creative thinking in one day. One day you are doing one activity and then you will think, okay, I have done my job. No, you have to weave your lesson plans according to what you are going to achieve. And for everything, I just ask every educator to look for Bloom's taxonomy. It would help you develop critical thinking skills, because you can plan your lessons according to the objectives. You can plan your lessons. What are you going to intend today? So Bloom's taxonomy, your higher order thinking skills questions are all based on Bloom's taxonomy. They start from one level and take you to the highest level of thinking, that is creation. Once you understand something, apply something, evaluate something, only then you would be able to create something. I'll give you an example. Suppose you are, you can apply it in your subject, but I will give you an example through a story. So we started with one quote that said, intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. So I ended with another quote that says, change is the end result of all true learning. If you have changed a bit after attending these sessions, if something changed in your mind, only then I would say that their learning has happened. So if your students come to your classroom and some change happens every day, only then you can say we are educating them, we are instilling these 21st century skills, or otherwise everything is just a talk. So do whatever is in your capacity to include every kind of student, learn whatever you need to learn more, upgrade yourself every day, keep learning, go to Diksha, go to other portals. There are many free portals where you can learn. And you are part of AIEF, and I have seen people conducting wonderful webinars over here. Yes, but see, you can, if, so now even CBSE has included certain critical thinking questions. So you do not have to be dependent on any evaluation criteria. It can happen day in, day out. Just go to the classroom and ask them, okay, why do you think your fan has 3 wings? What if it had 4? Now tell me, what kind of questions can you ask them? Okay, can I request everybody to turn on the cameras? Now we are in a chatting mode because the session, what I had intended to convey, I have done that. But now I want you to ask me certain things and I want to share certain things with you. See, we cannot wait for NEP to become part of our daily life. We are the one who are at the ground and we can bring the change. Suppose you are in my session and I start off with theoretical part, whatever I have done in 3-4 days, if I start off with just theoretical part, would you stay in the session? No, you would not stay in the session. You would leave the session, or you would just turn off your camera and you would just keep it on the listening mode and you would just be turned off.
Ma'am, the best part about your seminar is you're giving very practical, usable, examples which can be very much incorporated in any sort of class.
Yes, that is the purpose, because whenever I go to, because when I started off, I was always talking about the problems. I have learned along the way, it's been 10 years that I have been conducting these sessions. And then I realized, what is the use of talking about the problems? What is the use of telling the teachers that there happened a test called PISA and we scored, we were the last at the list? I mean, what would a teacher do with that information? I need to tell, okay, this is what you should be doing in the classroom if you want to have communication skills, if you want to include collaboration in the classroom, be a collaborator yourself. Try to collaborate with some other teacher and use that what you call it, intercurriculum activity. From, see, we always, you must have heard that they say Finland is the one of the best places for education. Why is it so? There are 3-4 reasons for that. First thing is, only the top 10% of graduates, 10%, top 10% can apply for teaching jobs. One reason. See the quality. Second is, the teachers, they have to upgrade themselves every week, not every year, not every month. For every week, they have to have at least 4 to 5 hours of upskilling. It can be related to the topic they are teaching. It can be related to the classroom management. It can be related to one particular pedagogy. Or it can be related to how to have a happy classroom. It can be anything. So that is what they do, upgrade. Third important factor is, the teachers are regarded like just like doctors and lawyers are done in our society. Teachers are paid accordingly. That is one major motivator. And the last one, they do not teach topics. They do not teach subjects. They teach topics. If they are doing food in mathematics, they would do food in science, food in English, food in SST. So everything is integrated. It's an integrated curriculum. You cannot change the curriculum. Okay, we at the ground cannot change the curriculum, but what we can do is we can try to integrate certain parts of one subject with other parts so that the students can understand what is the relevance of this topic in my life. You must have heard one question, what is trigonometry doing in my life? What has trigonometry done? If a teacher can make them understand where they would be using trigonometry in the future and give them some examples, that would solve the problem. They would not look at trigonometry in the way we have been doing. There are so many things a student asks, okay, why am I learning this? See, it's all the basics. We cannot change the curriculum, but we can change the way we teach in the classroom. The way you want somebody to take a session, it should be interesting. It should provide some solutions to your problem. It should be practical and it should make you have fun in the classroom. Similarly, every student wants that he should be, the classroom should be interesting. The teacher should feel what he is feeling. The teacher should understand him. That is what a student wants. So whatever we have done in these 3 days and before that in the classroom management, the first thing is connection, building connection with your students. Everything else comes later on. So I will share a story with you. So there was one teacher, there was a school, you can say a private institute. And the trustee of that school was somebody who owned the largest ice cream manufacturing unit in the world. Okay, so there was one meeting and that person, the trustee, was invited for that meeting and there was some kind of felicitation for teachers. So he was asked to come on the stage and talk about it. So he was very, very arrogant. So what he said, okay, we manufacture the best ice cream in the world. Do you know how we manufacture that ice cream? We ship from all over the world the best strawberries, and then we process it and use the best of the methods to manufacture the best ice cream in the world. And if we run our business the way you are running this school, we would be a failure. So, okay, that was quite an insult to the teachers. So one teacher raised hand. She said, may I say something? I said, yes. Okay, please go ahead. So she said, I agree. If we run the school the way you run your business, we would be a failure because we do not get to choose our best strawberries. We have different kinds of students. Not every student is that is coming to us is the best. We have to make them their best version. So that is why we cannot run our schools and classrooms the way you run your business. So that is the difference you can make in the life of every student. If you remember one teacher that made the difference, before every session, I pay my tribute to my principal sir, because of whom I believe I could have this kind of thinking towards education. So that one teacher can always make the difference. The saying of a teacher, yes, I believe you, I trust you, I know you can do it. And I keep telling this to all teachers, it's very easy to be the favorite teacher of the students who are already self-motivated, who are from the kind of background where learning is appreciated. But for a student who is stuck, who has learning gaps, who is not appreciated, and to be the favorite teacher of that student is quite a challenge. If you can take up that challenge, then I believe you are a true teacher. So thank you everyone for your patience and for staying with me for the extended session. And now I'll just see if I can share my link with you, my YouTube link. I see it is totally unedited version. Whatever I'm doing in the sessions, I'm just sharing it on the YouTube. I'm not editing any part of it. So if you can bear with that, and it is totally unlisted right now. I have only the people who have the link will get to see it. But maybe today or tomorrow, I will make it public. So this is the YouTube link. It is by the name of 21st Century Skill Crafters. So you can join that. And in future, I would be coming up with many more workshops. but most probably on 17th.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank
I'm
you so
sorry.
much.
May I leave? I have
Yeah,
another session.
please, the session is over. You may,
Thank
you
you.
may. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you so much,
everyone.
ma'am.
Thank you everyone for
Ma'am,
your
what about the
participation.
certificate?
Pardon? What about? Please
On
ask
the link for the certificates, ma'am.
links that you will get in the AIEF group only. That is in the description of AIEF group.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
It was a wonderful session.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so
And I'm ending it. In case you have any questions, you can stay back. Otherwise, I'm ending the session.
Ma'am, if I may
Thanks
ask.
a lot, ma'am, for
Yeah, please.
sharing such a nice views. I must appreciate the way you have conducted the class, and it comes from our heart. The way you said and explained the story, yes, that's the story we are also going through it, and
Yes.
we want to share it more and more. That's the
Yes.
true version you had said.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you.
Salute
Thank
to
you
you.
everybody for your participation. Chitra ma'am, do you want to say
Yes.
something?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask that since it was a 3-day session, if I'm not mistaken, in the description box, the link is, do we have to fill it separately? Could you
Where?
help
In the
with that?
YouTube channel. YouTube channel you're saying?
No, not in the YouTube channel, the AIEF session. Because when the link there, for 3 days, I don't think there is a common link for the certificate.
There would be 3, I think you will get, 3 certificates for that. Now, one for the first day is
Okay.
21st
That
century.
only I wanted to ask.
Yes,
So
second
we'll have
is
to
for
fill
the,
up 3 times, I think.
yeah, second
Yeah.
session, you would come across as a collaborative learning strategies, and third
Yes.
is a
And
critical
today's is
and
creative.
creative thinking. Yes.
Yeah, just wanted to confirm that. Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you. No, there is no session tomorrow, Monica ma'am. So I had this 3-part session. So it was 13th, 14th, and 15th. And next sessions that I will come will start. You will get to know in the AIEF. Okay, thank you,
excuse me,
everyone.
ma'am.
Yes, please.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, I got to know about this session through one of my teacher. And so that I'm not added into that AI group which you're talking about, that certificate you will get from there.
So you
So
can
how
ask
will
your
I get
friend.
it?
You can ask your friend to if she can add you in the group with the permission of Matthew sir.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are not allowed to share the links outside the group, so I cannot even share it here. So earlier we used to share, but then something happened, and sir said you can take the link from the description only.
Although I have registered this session yesterday.
Okay. So you can ask her to give add you in the group so that in the future also you can be part of the community.
Okay, right. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Bye-bye.